Chunky man, why you under there? What you doing, man? What are you doing to my chair? What are you doing to my chair, sir?
Monkey man.
It's Chunky man, not Monkey man.
Monkey man.
I'm calling you Monkey.
Monkey. Monkey, monkey.
All right, Lana, go in the living room.
About to get this.
You about to take the baby with you. Get excited. What up, what up, what up? How you feel? How you feel? It's Merch Life J. You already know. Get excited. We in the building. Oh, let me plug this in because now y'all hear me through the computer and that ain't good audio. And that ain't good audio. What's up, Chunky man? You came. Hey, he came back, y'all. All right, bet. That should sound better. Get excited. I'm Merch Life J, motivational, inspirational speaker for parapreneurs across the globe. And today, we talking about a customized catastrophe. So we're talking about customized catastrophe today, man. What do you mean by that, Jay? What is a customized catastrophe? So basically all the problems, all the issues, all of the anything bad that's happening to you is happening because of you. And it's not happening to you, it's actually happening for you. You got to be aware of the right things going wrong and the wrong things seeming to go right, right? These are not coincidences. These are not accidents. You feel me? These are planned out exactly how they are playing out, right? Now you have a choice. You have a choice whether to be indoctrinated by the false ideology that something is trying to stop you from reaching your goal or something is trying to keep you from being successful. And because of that, it's a sign that you shouldn't do it, right? That's an indoctrination. Don't believe that. That's bullshit. Hey, yo. Boy, you too loud, okay? Hey, yo, Chunky man, come back in here. That's bullshit, okay? You got to understand that as soon as you want something, as soon as you say, like, a watch pot never boils, right? The only reason it's not boiling is because you want it to. Detachment, the law of detachment is super important when it comes to manifesting or making something happen, because another side note, manifestation ain't just about, you know what I'm saying, writing something down or believing it's going to happen and then just magically appears. Manifestation takes a lot of action. It comes from actionable activities. It comes from measurable gains. It comes from you doing something and knowing that when you do this, this is going to happen. That's what manifestation comes from. All that spookism about it being you just got to put it in the universe and it comes to you. No, it don't work like that, bro. It don't work like that. Nothing happens for you until you working for it. You can't be on the side of the road sitting in your car that broke down and expect somebody to pull over and help you. But the moment you get out the car and pop that hood and make it look like you working on something, somebody gonna pull over and be like, hey, bro, you need some help. The moment you pull out that tire iron and you like, let me throw this jack up under the car, somebody gonna pull over and be like, miss, you need me to do that real quick? I don't charge nothing. It's okay. So we got to understand that life is really a game, yo. It's really a game. Once you put out there what you want, things will conspire for that thing to happen and you'll be able to get it. But you got to earn that thing. See, we can't just put it out there like, yo, I want this and expect it to just fall in our laps. When you tell the quarterback, God or life, that you want something, oh, he's going to throw the ball. But you have to be in position to catch the ball. You have to get through those linemen and get around that running back or whatever the position is that stops the receiver from catching the ball. You got to be the person that says, all right, yo, this is what I want, and this is how I get there. But when those things happen that get in your way from you getting there, that's just God, just the universe making you prove that you actually want this thing. So a customized catastrophe has to do with you setting up your life in a certain way and understanding that that's your fault, bro. Whatever you want, the reason you going through hardships is because you want that. Whatever you set your goal out to get, I'm gonna give you an example. When I asked God for wisdom and I said, yo, I just want to be wise, God put me in a position to be able to learn a lot of things. Now, I might got taught. See, the minister said you're going to learn from the whooping, or you're going to learn from the warning, or you're going to learn from the whooping, right? The warning or the whooping. So sometimes your warning might be, that person did this and this is what happened to them. And then your whooping might be, why would you go try to do that too? And why would you jump off that building too? And this man splattered on the ground when he landed. So you're either going to learn from the warning or you're going to learn from the whooping. So it's levels to it, right? It's levels to it. I might say I want to get out there and do something and then not take any action at all. And of course, that thing will not happen for me. But I might say I want to get out there and do something, and I might take as much action as I feel like I needed to take, and it still might not happen for me. Now, the third scenario is I might say I want something, and I might take 10 times as much action as I needed to take, and then I get 8 times the reward out of it. It's levels to it. And when I say it's levels to it, I mean that always be willing to do more than you think you're supposed to do to get what you want. If you know that statistically you can lose 1 pound if you walk 1 mile, why don't you walk 1.5 miles? Why wouldn't you walk 2 miles? Why wouldn't you walk 3 miles the first day and walk 2 miles the second day and then walk that 1 mile the last day? And you wanted to lose 1 pound that week. Now you messed around and lost 6. The customized catastrophe, every catastrophe that you're going through, every type of hardship you've ever experienced, anything that's ever bad that has ever happened to you that you deemed as bad is your fault. Now let's talk about how it might not even be bad. You might perceive things as a downfall or a loss or a lesson or something horrible when it really turned out to be doing something for your greater good. Do y'all remember Emmett Till? If you remember Emmett Till, put a 1 in the comments so I know you're here. I remember Emmett Till. Rest in peace to Emmett Till. Emmett Till was murdered by some jealous white people, some racist white men that were probably KKK members. Killed this little boy. He was 14 because a white woman said that he whistled at her. And it came out, this lady like her 70s now, 80s or something. It came out that she lied about it. That didn't happen. And those white men killed that little boy in cold blood. Whether or not it happened or not, it still would have been a cold blood murder. They shouldn't have killed the boy. So if you don't know, the Emmett Till murder is what kicked off I ain't gonna say it kicked it off because the civil rights movement was already happening, but the murder of Emmett Till being publicized the way it was is what propelled the civil rights movement to do what it actually did as a result at the end of the civil rights movement. So I say that to say something may look horrible. It may look very bad. And it may look like, why am I going through this? Why me, God? Why me? Right? And you might be feeling the worst you've ever felt. But just like a tree in its roots, if you look at a tree, what you see above the ground is the equivalent of how much that tree has grown below the ground. It might even be bigger below ground. So again, that tree stem, that tree stalk and those branches, all of that you see above the ground, it's the same size below the ground. As above, so below. So that means that just because something bad might be happening right now, or you might perceive it as horrible, or something might be going on that you're like, no, that thing might be what's setting you up to reap the equivalent of goodness on the other side. If you ever operated a slingshot before, you know that if you want your bullet to go further, you got to pull it back farther. You might just be in slingshot mode right now, bro. Stop crying about it. Stop fretting about it. Deal with it. Don't avoid the problems because you feel like you're being held back, but I'm telling you, you're being slingshotted. The farther you're held back, the farther you're going to go, boy. Get excited about that. So the customized catastrophe is of your own doing. Every catastrophe you're going through, everything that every downfall or hardship that you are experiencing is your own doing. And it might be your own doing based off of something you did wrong, or it might be your own doing based off of something that you desire, right? You might want something so bad that God got to put you through this fire to purify you in order for you to even earn that thing. You might have done something so bad that now you got to get purified in order to receive good again. You got to burn off that karma that you had. You got to burn off whatever you did to that other person. You got to burn it off on your end so that you can start to receive good again. You have to pay your debt back. Now, those are two ways that you can enjoy or experience a customized catastrophe. And now that you know what a customized catastrophe is, it's only right that you move forward with that in mind and be vigilant towards your opportunity. Because with every catastrophe, with every single catastrophe, there comes an opportunity. And remember that the word no, it just means next opportunity. That's all. So get excited. I'm Merch Life J, motivational, inspirational speaker for parentpreneurs across the globe. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.